Well, I did 32 years in the Army Reserves. I was in the 304th Civil Affairs Brigade. I did 4 deployments. I did 2 for Desert Storm. One, I was stationed in Germany for a year, and then I went to Iraq. So I went to Operation Desert Storm, Operation Iraqi Freedom. During the Operation Desert Storm, I was stationed. I was stationed in Saudi Arabia, and I worked at the American Embassy. And same thing when I ended up on my second tour, I ended up at the American Embassy in Kuwait. In Saudi, I was involved in developing a list of businesses in helping in the reconstruction aspect of building the Kuwait back up after the war was over. And more or less, I did the same type of work as at the American Embassy in Kuwait, which was involving in the reconstruction of Kuwait and stuff like that. I must have gotten a text message or something about it. So when I read through it and knowing that I had been trying to get my percentage increase, I decided to pursue it. Because what happened was when I came back from Iraq, I got diagnosed with breast cancer. And before I went to Iraq, I had a mammogram and it was negative. And when I came back about 15 months later, when I went for the next mammogram, it came up positive. So that was determined that I had breast cancer. Well, the whole 5, 6 years that I was being treated for the breast cancer, if you have the surgery and you take the medication for 5 years, well, I was getting 100% disability. Well, after then I got this letter from from them stating that in order for me to continue at 100%, I had to have both breasts removed. And I said, "What kind of requirement is that?" And I said, "Look, I know it ain't much there, but I'd like to keep what I have." And I would not get a double mastectomy. So when I declined that, that's when they reduced me to 50%. So that's when this trajector issue came up, I decided to go ahead and pursue that and see if I can get an increase. And I did get an increase. I didn't get back all the way up to 100%, but it was increased up to 80%. And I really appreciated that. I also got a deposit for some differences starting back when I started with Trajector. They gave me the difference that occurred as a result of working with Trajector and it being increased up to 80%. So I've been telling people about Trajector and letting them know. I said, look into it. If you get notification, take them up on. I said, but just get ready. You're gonna have a little fee to pay. Okay, so just let you know that up front. Okay, I think that's about the only thing. I said, what? I got to pay that much? I said, well, it's worth it. I said, considering the increase that I got, so I don't complain about it anymore.